and I am on the way to the ophthalmologist with Luna.
That is so rude.
I think this is like my favorite set I have ever gotten. I feel stupid for even crying about it because like
Good morning, welcome to Starbucks. Can I get you started off with some tea?
yeah, can I get an Impossible breakfast sandwich?
The Impossible sandwich. What else did I get for you?
And can I also get a grande peppermint mocha?
Oh, sorry, grande what?
Peppermint mocha.
Grande peppermint mocha. What else did I get for you?
And that's all.
All right, that's going to be 11:27. Can I get a name for that?
Kylie.
We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Vlogmas day 22. Today is Tuesday. It's December 21st. I knew you guys were gonna do that. It's really rude when you fall down, so I would appreciate it if you all would just stay up. It's currently 7 o'clock in the morning, 7:12, and I am on the way to the ophthalmologist with Luna, but I wanted to go ahead and start today's vlog and kind of catch you guys up on what's wrong with Luna and her eyeballs, in case you don't follow her on Instagram or just haven't, because I think I have mentioned it in a vlog. I don't know, this has been going on all year, so I'm sure I've mentioned it at some point, but in case you guys don't know, long story short, okay, I said long story short and then it was not a long story short, but basically Luna one day in March was not opening her eyes anymore, so I took her into the vet, and that vet basically misdiagnosed her and kind of like brushed it off and told me it was allergies for several months. So I finally switched vets, and he diagnosed her with dry eye, which is kind of what I knew it was all along. And so we tried all the typical medications that works for most dry eye patients. Nothing was working, so at that point he sent me to the ophthalmologist, and basically that's where we are now. So fingers crossed, said a prayer last night that the eye doctor can figure something out that will help her, that hopefully doesn't cost me my whole life savings, but you know, that's kind of where we are right now. So yeah, the eye doctor is like 50 minutes away. I stopped at Starbucks. Her appointment's at 8:15. It's currently 7:24, and I think I'm like 45 minutes away from there, so that's good because I wanted to get there a little bit early, of course. So yeah, that's basically it. I will update you guys as soon as, don't fall, we're going over railroad tracks. Thank you. I will update you guys as soon as I get out of there with what they said. So yeah, fingers crossed.
I'm on my break, my first break, and it's freezing. And it's like weirdly dark out for 7:30. Like, I don't know why it's still dark, but I'm really upset about it because I'm so cold and tired, and I was gonna stay in the back of my break for once because of how cold it is, but my manager was back there and I didn't want to go sit with him because that's just kind of awkward for some reason. So I'm in my car just shivering me timbers, and it's so cold inside the store too, and we're so slow. Like, we've been so dead the past 2 days, which I would not really expect, 'cause I feel like everyone's like out and about, like last minute Christmas shopping and like work and stuff like normal. So I don't know, maybe it'll pick up a little bit later, but right now it's completely dead. So okay, so I always get a blonde latte, whatever, and we're out of blonde espresso, so we're using blonde coffee beans, but I kind of forgot and like didn't really think that much about it, so I made it, and it just, and like the bar wouldn't pull the shots properly, like it was really being weird, so then I had to like redo it, and it just tastes kind of weird, like very weird.
I'm even more annoyed than I was when I first walked in the place. So basically, I just spent $257 to be told that I need to go spend $10,000 more. So I just feel really homicidal right now. Hold on. So basically, she still has 0 tear production, which doesn't really surprise me. And the ophthalmologist basically just said she wants to try the tacrolimus again. They're gonna have it compounded at a different pharmacy and with a different oil base, because the one that Luna had was really irritating her eye, which is why I stopped doing it. but she is gonna get it compounded with a different oil so that it hopefully won't irritate her eye as much. She basically says she doesn't really think it's gonna do anything because her dry eye is so severe. So she gave me the card for another ophthalmologist who I actually almost took Luna to begin with, but her hours were really weird and I just couldn't even get an appointment. But she gave me her business card and said that she basically thinks I'm gonna have to have the surgery done, which is basically the worst news because I just really don't fucking want to have the surgery. And she basically said that the surgery pretty much solves one problem and creates a bunch of other problems, which is why I don't want to have it done, because they like take her salivatory gland and move it to her tear duct. It'll keep her eyes moist, so it'll make her more comfortable, which is why she thinks I should have it done. But she said that her eyes are going to get like too moist, then the fur around her eye is going to be constantly wet, and it could cause skin issues and just like a whole other slew of issues, which I'm just like, I'm literally just like, I don't want her to just have a bunch of issues the rest of her fucking life. I feel stupid for even crying about it because, like, at the end of the day, so many worse things could be wrong with her. Like, she's not gonna die. But it's just so frustrating because she's literally 2 years old. Like, she's so young. This shouldn't have even happened to begin with. And the ophthalmologist said dry eye is immune mediated. So it's basically just an issue with your immune system. And the holistic vet I work for and also Luna's normal vet both agreed that vaccines didn't necessarily cause it, but that it definitely doesn't help. Oh my god, you guys, what did I tell you? So I already had planned on not having her vaccinated anymore other than her rabies, because that is a whole legal issue that I don't want to deal with. But basically, like, no one even knows how this happened to her, because unless it was caused by vaccines, which is so fucking frustrating if that's the case, there's just like no real answer. It's some dog breeds are prone to it, like dogs with bulgy eyes, but the Huskies aren't one of the breeds that are prone to it, so it makes no fucking sense. And the ophthalmologist said that it's probably just like something she was just born with, which just makes me feel just so annoyed with the breeder I bought her from, because like, you should have caught this. Like, obviously if it's genetic, then those dogs should not have been bred. So then that just makes me mad, and then it just makes me mad that I literally was like, I am not someone who freaks out every single time anything bad happens to my dog. Like, I'm not someone who calls my vet every time she has diarrhea. But when I got home that day and she was squinting like that, I knew something was not right. And I took her to the vet immediately the next day. Like, I had them squeeze me in and everything on a Saturday because I knew something wasn't right, and I've been so on top of it from day one. So it just makes me so mad that her fucking vet, her old vet, let it get so bad to the point where she's now gonna have to have surgery probably and just deal with it for the rest of her fucking life, when it could have just been like some eye drops and we would have been done. And it would have been eye drops every day, and it would have been annoying, but it would have just been fine. And now I'm gonna have to spend thousands of dollars for her to have surgery, which is fine. This is why I have a savings account, and I have good credit, and I have a decent credit limit, so it's fine. It's not that I can't afford it, but it's just like, it shouldn't have gotten this bad to begin with. Like, this is completely not Luna's fault, and it's completely not my fault. Like, it's not like I ignored it for so long that it got this bad. I've been on top of it from day fucking one. And this fucking vet, oh my god, I'm not gonna blast them on the internet because I don't really want you guys to know exactly where I live, but like, my god, I'm so mad at them. Because if they would have just taken me seriously from the beginning, we would probably not be in this boat. If they would have just fucking diagnosed it in March and I took her in. Basically, I don't even know. They're gonna call in a new prescription for the tacrolimus to a pharmacy for me, and the pharmacy is gonna have to ship it to me. And we're gonna do that for like 4 to 6 weeks, and we're going to all say 1.5 million prayers that it does something for her. And then in the interim, they said to call the other ophthalmologist and get a consultation for the surgery. So I'm gonna do that, and then depending on when I can get into her, they want to see her back in 4 to 6 weeks. If I can't get into the other ophthalmologist before then, so I'm gonna I don't know. I don't even fucking know. I was just so hopeful that she would be able to prescribe like a higher dose of something, but she was just like, her eyes are just so severe that it's just like causing, like, she has a bunch of like mineral buildup or something like that, she was saying, on her eyes and like stuff, and it's just because her eyes are so dry. So sorry for having that little breakdown, guys, but I just was so frustrated. If anyone has any experience with their dog having dry eye, if you guys like or if you know anyone who's had this surgery done, like, please comment down below with your experiences with it, because I'm just so stressed out that she's going to like be like, I don't want her to have to deal with this for the rest of her life. I really don't. Like, I really don't. And like, I went out of my way to do so much research on breeders and try to buy a perfectly healthy puppy, and I had multiple people, like my cousin knew people who had bought dogs from this breeder, and I just feel like I fucked up from day one by even purchasing a dog from that breeder, because I just feel like she didn't genetically test her dogs properly, and that's why Luna ended up with this problem. I mean, and I could be completely wrong about that. Maybe vaccines did cause it. Maybe it's just some weird freak thing that no one could have ever predicted. Who fucking knows? No one can give me an actual answer. But the ophthalmologist did say that it was probably genetic and something she was just born with. So that just sucks. It makes me really mad. So lesson learned: don't buy from that breeder. Don't take my dog to that vet. I'll talk to you guys later.
I jinxed it when I said that it was slow, because it got so busy. Literally so busy in the cafe that like I looked up and like the whole cafe was just crowded of people like ordering and waiting for drinks, and I was like, because they put me on warming. I was like, bro, that is so rude to put me on warming. But it's okay. I was sweating so much. I did warming for the last like 3 hours probably. It was so long. But I'm finally leaving. Thank God. So excited to go home. And then tomorrow will be my last day of work, and then it'll be Christmas. I lied. I work on Christmas Eve. But
all right, guys, it has been a morning. I have been on the phone since I got home, but I got her an appointment for the other ophthalmologist who would be doing the surgery, so that is at the end of January. I got her tacrolimus prescription filled, so that's going to be shipping out to me today, hopefully, and I'll have it in a couple of days. And I also got a nail appointment, and I somehow managed to break a nail when I got home. I don't even know how I managed to do that. It was just like I looked down and it was gone. So luckily my nail guy was able to squeeze me in today. He was like, we have nothing available today, but then I think he realized who I was, and then he was like, actually, I can get you in at 3:30 today. Thank God, because that's not cute. Oh, I didn't mean to flick you guys off. But anyway, it is now 11:20. I'm gonna open my advent calendar for you guys. For some little Christmas cheer, since this morning started off so rough. So today's day 21. Day 21. And we got a little booklet that says everything I need to know I learned from friends. Everything I need to know. Oh, everything I need to know I learned from friends. I get it. And it just looks like it's just filled with like a bunch of quotes that are like good life lessons. Like, Don't forget to pivot when moving furniture up curved stairways. And self-defense is an essential skill. Just ask Ross about unagi. So. Looney, would you like to do your advent calendar? Ooh, 21's another toy. Oh, you guys can't even see. Day 21's it's another ball. Look at that. Do you want that? Do you want that? I am going to start editing today's vlog that needs to go up. Katelyn's not home, and so she's at work, I think. So I need to get her footage from her. But I'll do that when she gets home. But I'm gonna start editing my portion of yesterday's vlog so that can get ready to go up. I think I'm gonna clean my room, probably watch some Big Brother, and just try to have a relaxing rest of the afternoon before I go get my nails done, and so that I can just, chill, have a moment, regroup.
All right, my mom just reminded me that it's my day for the advent calendar, so I think it's this one. This 11. All right, it's this one, and it's coming unwrapped a little bit. Ooh, it's a candle. This is gonna look really cute in my room. It matches my new room. Well, not really new theme, but kind of new. Cute. I can't really smell it. It smells good, but nice. This is gonna be really cute. Thanks, Mom.
Okay, I just got out of getting my nails done, and they're so pretty. I think this is like my favorite set I have ever gotten, literally. Like, look at the middle finger. It's so sparkly. Oh my god. I love them.